Hi, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Kyle, and this is Two Kyles.
On craft beer. Welcome to Two Kyles on Craft Beer. Right. You didn't like the way I said that?
Beer?
Beer? This round, we are looking at...
The Shed!
The Shed. This is...
Is that the name of the...
The Shed was formerly...
Mountain Ale. Okay.
The Shed was formerly a brew pub in Stowe, Vermont that went out of business. And so... it was so beloved and there was such high demand for their beers still that Otter Creek actually bought the rights to the name and the recipe and all that stuff. So we still have the Shed, but it's bought out by Otter Creek, who is actually owned by Long Trail. So this is our Long Trail family tasting.
It's a brown ale. Yeah. It's heavy on the malts usually.
You get more of like a cinnamon brown sugar type.
Thank you. He knows
flavor to it.
He knows words better than me.
Now the Shed has their Mountain Ale, which is their brown ale, and then they also have an IPA, which I have had, but is tough for me to recall at the moment right now.
Is that when we were in Vermont?
No, that was actually the Stowaway.
Oh.
Wait, what? No. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I like brown ales. I do. Why'd you look at me like that? I do like brown ales.
I didn't think you did.
I do.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I have to be in the mood for it. I'm not a huge fan of heavy malt stuff, but I feel like brown ales kind of have a happy medium for the most part. Mm-hmm. Or the flavor of malt that comes out in brown ales I like better than in other styles. Like that are malt heavy. Like Scotch beers.
Yeah.
Ugh, don't like those. Oh, they're gross to me.
Well, I think in browns, a lot of times the hops come through a little bit more than like in a Scotch ale, or something like that. So maybe that's part of what it is. Because I am actually picking up a decent amount of hops in here.
There's definitely cinnamon, like you said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kind of a caramel too.
Caramel.
So actually, I quite like this.
I do too. I think this is a good... It's not crazy. In that it's just a good basic brown ale.
This is also actually 7.4%, which is...
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, right?
Jeez. Yeah.
So it's definitely got it's got a little bit of a punch to it.
Yeah.
But I think it helps it on this one anyway.
What do you mean?
Well, because it adds just like a little tiny bit more sweetness to it, but there's also more of a warming feeling from the alcohol.
That's true.
That you taste. So
yeah.
We on our most recent trip to Vermont, we actually stopped in to where the Shed used to be, which is now called Crop. Is that right? I think it's called Crop.
It is?
I think so. Well, they were in the process of bringing all the brewery equipment back in.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So they actually will be brewing their own beer again in that location. But at the time, they had a bunch of other stuff. So
not really a bunch, but
they had some. I mean, they had some Hill Farmstead and that kind of thing.
We're talking about Vermont.
Yeah.
So in Vermont standards, they didn't really have a lot.
Yeah, by Vermont standards, they were just kind of, but by, well, I shouldn't say Massachusetts, but by South Shore, and especially Cape Cod standards, it was the most amazing
Cape
bar
Cod.
in the world.
Yeah. Hopefully BBC Hyannis isn't watching this.
No, they do a nice job. It's just, I mean, the issue is when you consider the caliber of beers that are getting produced in Vermont, and they're all pretty much just sold in Vermont and in their little
sad
area. It is and it isn't. I mean, it bums
sad
me
for
out.
me. I mean, not sad that I understand why they're doing it, but it makes me sad because it's hard to get, and that's why we go to Vermont so much. Is because we want to get the beer that we can't get here, which also makes it.
It also makes it kind of special, though.
Yeah.
You know,
because we don't have it that much, so we go.
So it's still an exciting thing when we can get our hands on Hill Farmstead or Heady Topper, that kind of thing.
We're just gonna drink this whole beer while sitting here.
Yeah.
Glug glug glug. It's good.
It is. It's really nice. And the thing I like about it too is that it's not too over the top.
Nope.
It's just hits the mark with a really nice brown ale.
Yep. Ta-da! We like a beer. Whoa.
It's about time.